New questions about one of Hollywood's most famous and famously fractured families. Is the young man that Oscar-winning director Woody Allen believed for 25 years to be his son really the biological child of Frank Sinatra? Maybe, according to his mother, actress Mia Farrow, in an explosive Vanity Fair interview out today. Is this handsome 25-year-old Frank Sinatra's love child? It's today's celebrity paternity guessing game that has everyone doing a double take. Ronan Farrow looks a lot like his mother, the actress Mia Farrow.
He's very much Mia in terms of his porcelain skin and blonde hair and intensity of the eyes.
But he's not exactly the spitting image of Woody Allen, the man the world thought was his biological father. Until today, with one word in a Bombshell Vanity Fair interview with Maureen Orth, Farrow unleashed a tidal wave of speculation.
I just asked Mia point blank, is Ronan Frank Sinatra's son?
And so what was her answer when you asked her face to face?
She said, possibly.
He does, in fact, bear more than a passing resemblance to old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra, and it goes beyond his looks.
He was singing a Stephen Sondheim song. It was just the way he moved, the way he sort of was at ease, and the way he sort of threw the phrases out there. And I thought, wow, this is pretty professional sounding, and it isn't that far away.
Like a naturally gifted, genetically gifted singer. Sinatra, the man Farrow calls the love of her life, was one of the most glamorous stars of his day, behind some of the most iconic songs of his generation. When they met, Mia was the 19-year-old star of Peyton Place.
You make it sound so casual.
And he was 30 years her elder. After just a year and a half of marriage, Sinatra famously served Farrow divorce papers while she was shooting Rosemary's Baby. But the love affair reportedly didn't end there.
She and Frank had never really completely broken up, that they had remained close throughout the years, on and off, and that I asked her, is he the great love of your life? And she said yes.
They were so close that Ronan was treated like family by the Sinatras.
I also did email Nancy Sinatra Jr., and she was very forthcoming in how much they love Ronan and consider him a member of the family. And he told me that that Nancy Sinatra Sr. cooked for him and fussed over him. And I really do think they do consider him a member of their family.
Of course, Woody Allen was the other legendary man in Mia's love life. Over the course of 12 years, they raised a brood of children together, but only one, Ronan, was thought to be his biological child. She was his artistic muse in more than a dozen films, including Oscar-winning classics like Hannah and Her Sisters.
Holly and her friend made them.
That's fantastic.
That collaboration came crashing down during the filming of Husbands and Wives.
I thought it was a good idea to have a baby.
I don't think it's such a good idea.
Why?
That's when Mia discovered lewd Polaroids of her adopted daughter, Soon Yi, on Woody's fireplace mantel. The scandal became a prolonged tabloid obsession, and in the midst of the storm, Mia went back on the set of Husbands and Wives to film her final scene.
You were so beautiful in that black dress, really.
Don't do that.
The breakup hit the entire family hard. Farrow had already raised 9 biological and adopted children, many with severe disabilities, who, according to Orth, were all deeply affected.
The Soon Yi revelations were absolutely devastating to this family, according to the 8 children I spoke to. Not a single one said it was anything less than utterly shocking, because here he was the de facto dad in the family for a long, long time. And so the fact that suddenly their sister was sort of betrayed the mother and ran off with Woody, and he didn't act like anything had gone wrong.
Ronan was just 4 years old at the time and always had a difficult relationship with the famed auteur.
Ronan and Woody seemed have always to have been like oil and water.
Ronan turned out to be a highly gifted prodigy.
Ronan went to college when he was 11 years old, and Mia drove him every day to Bard College, which was 90 minutes each way. And She told me that she herself got a college education because he was so excited about going to school that he would tell her the whole, everything that he had learned during the day on the way home.
He went on to graduate Yale Law School at 21 and won a prestigious Rhodes Scholarship. But 20 years after Mia discovered Woody's relationship with Soon-Yi, Ronan remains estranged from Woody, who eventually married Ronan's adoptive sister. Last year, Ronan tweeted, "Happy Father's Day," or as they call it in my family, "Happy Brother-in-Law's Day." And Mia retweeted with the simple word, boom.
Orth also interviewed another of Farrow and Alan's children, their adopted daughter, Dylan. Now 28, Dylan speaks for the first time publicly about an alleged incident that arose during a heated custody battle. They were allegations that Alan sexually abused Dylan in the attic of their home when she was 7, which Alan strongly denied.
These totally false and outrageous allegations have sickened me so that I felt that for the sake of all my 3 children, I must try and remove them from an atmosphere so unhealthy it can surely leave irreparable scars.
According to what Dylan told me, she truly is terrified of Woody Allen to this day. She can't bear to even look at one of his pictures in a magazine.
And did she tell you explicitly that she was molested in the attic?
She told me that she remembers very clearly what happened to her in the attic and what she was wearing when she got there and what wasn't on when she left. And so then she told me, my advice to the 7-year-old Dylan today would be brave, testify.
So she told you explicitly that she had been molested, not just that she was made to feel uncomfortable.
She told me that she was made to feel very uncomfortable.
Tonight, Woody Allen's representative told Nightline that he continues to categorically deny those charges. They point out that at the time, doctors at the Child Sexual Abuse Clinic at Yale New Haven Hospital conducted an investigation interviewing Dylan, her parents, and their nannies. They concluded that in their opinion, Dylan was not sexually abused.
Is there a chance that Dylan was a confused child?
There are only 2 people who know what happened in that attic, Woody Allen and Dylan, okay? They're the only 2 people. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Criminal charges were never filed against Woody Allen, though the state's attorney at the time issued a statement saying he did not want to risk exposing Dylan, whom he called the child victim, to the criminal process. But Allen did lose his custody battle and was only allowed supervised visits with his kids.
Woody went through 4 different legal proceedings to try to get visitation rights and more visitation rights with both Ronan and Dylan. And Ronan did not want to have anything to do with it.
We may never know what happened between Woody Allen and his kids. What we do know is that they are seemingly devoted to their mother.
Mia did a very unusual thing. She took 4 biological children and 10 adopted children, some with very severe physical and emotional difficulties, and she was able to meld them into a whole family. Of the 8 that I talked to, they all said that they were very proud to be part of that family, that they considered themselves cool and unique.
Ronan and Mia are in fact extremely close and travel the globe to crusade for humanitarian causes together. As to the identity of his father, Ronan responded to the Vanity Fair article today with a wink. Listen, he wrote, we're all possibly Frank Sinatra's son.